My name is Dayana, and a year ago, I felt trapped in a body that didn't respond to anything. Diets, workouts, promises of change, they all failed. I felt exhausted, heavy, as if every cell in my body carried not just fat, but also doubt, fear, and frustration. Then I heard about Angus Barbieri, the man who fasted for 382 days. He had transformed his body and mind, and something inside me stirred. I didn't just want to lose weight. I wanted to renew every part of myself, physically, mentally, and spiritually. While researching, I discovered a word that changed everything: autophagy. It's the process where our cells clean themselves, recycling what is old or damaged to make room for regeneration. Decades before, Angus had experienced it intuitively. Now modern science, validated by the 2016 Nobel Prize awarded to Yoshinori Ohsumi, confirmed that fasting could indeed trigger this cellular renewal. I decided to start my own prolonged fast, under careful medical supervision and with discipline. It wasn't just about abstaining from food. It was a chance for complete rebirth. My body would learn to use stored energy, my brain would gain clarity, and my spirit would develop discipline and faith. The first days were intense. Hunger, anxiety, and doubt knocked at the door. But with each glass of water, Himalayan pink salt, bone broth, and small doses of vitamins, I felt my body begin to change, not only on the outside, but on the inside. Every cell seemed to awaken, every thought sharpened, and the sense of deep renewal filled me. During the first days, my body seemed to fight against me. Every meal I skipped felt like a test of willpower. But with water, mineral salts, Himalayan pink salt, bone broth, and small vitamins, I began to notice something incredible happening inside me. The intense hunger gradually gave way to a strange serenity, and my body, though tired, adjusted in an impressive way. What I didn't yet know was that my cells were experiencing a silent miracle. Autophagy had kicked in, cleaning up waste, repairing tissues, and regenerating organs. Every muscle, every neuron, every damaged cell was finding space to renew itself. I felt my mental energy increase, my thoughts become sharper, and my mind more focused than ever. Emotionally, the challenge was intense. Family and friends worried. "Dayana, this is too extreme." But I realized this fast was more than physical. It was spiritual. Like biblical fasts, each day drew me closer to a silence that allowed me to hear my own voice, my faith, and my discipline. Science supported what I felt intuitively. Studies recognized by Yoshinori Ohsumi, Nobel Prize 2016, show that autophagy not only cleans cells, but also strengthens the brain and regulates insulin. I felt it firsthand: less fatigue, more focus, a mental clarity that seemed almost magical. It was as if every cell in my body was thanking me for this opportunity to renew itself. By the end of these 10 days, I wasn't just lighter physically. I was a different person inside, more aware, more connected to my body, and more in tune with my spirit. And every day after that, I knew I was entering a space where science and faith met in a transformative way. As the days went on, my body and mind started showing changes I never imagined. My weight decreased gradually, my muscles adapted, and I felt a lightness that went far beyond the physical. Each morning was a surprise: looser clothes, more energy, and greater enthusiasm for daily tasks. But what impressed me most was the clarity of my mind. It felt like my brain had been reset, and studies confirmed that autophagy regenerates neurons and increases BDNF, boosting memory and concentration. Every thought became sharper, more precise, and my awareness expanded to a new reality. Emotionally, the challenge continued. Family still worried, friends tried to convince me to stop, but I had discovered an inner strength I didn't know I had. Each day of fasting became a lesson in faith, discipline, and self-discovery. I learned to listen to my body, respect my limits, and feel gratitude for every small progress. Science and spirituality walked together. While my organs regenerated and my cells cleaned themselves, my spirit found peace. It felt as if every fiber of my being was being washed, and every fear, doubt, or anxiety was also being renewed. The experience became not just physical, but a true internal transformation. By the end of 3 weeks, I knew I was reaching a turning point. Fasting was no longer simply a restriction of food, it had become an opportunity for complete rebirth. My body, mind, and soul were working in harmony, showing me that autophagy is not only a biological phenomenon, but also a path to personal renewal. Reaching the 30th day, I realized something irreversible had happened. My body, once heavy and tired, was agile and energized. Every cell seemed to work efficiently, awakened from a long sleep. The sense of lightness wasn't only physical, it was profound, emotional, and spiritual. Science explained what I intuitively felt. Autophagy was fully active, cleaning damaged proteins and cells, regenerating tissues, and strengthening vital organs. My immune system felt stronger, my digestion adapted, and my body learned to use stored fat as clean energy. Each day of fasting became a day of deep healing. My emotions stabilized, anxiety diminished, fear of hunger vanished, and a feeling of control over my life took hold. My faith grew stronger. I realized that discipline and patience were as powerful as the science now validating my journey. During this period, I experienced incredible mental insights. Focus improved, creativity flourished, and I could think clearly about decisions that had once seemed impossible. Studies from Yoshinori Ohsumi show that autophagy protects the brain and slows cellular aging. I felt literally younger, more alive, and more awakened. By the end of the month, I realized the transformation wasn't temporary. My body, mind, and soul were learning to renew themselves completely. I knew the journey was far from over, but every following day would be an opportunity for even deeper regeneration. Fasting had become a sacred ritual of science and faith, guiding me toward a new version of myself. In the last days of fasting, my body and mind were in perfect harmony. Each cell felt alive, renewed, and alert. My lean and agile body wasn't just the result of weight loss, but of deep internal regeneration through autophagy. It was as if my entire system was celebrating its own healing power. Science confirmed every sensation. My metabolism adjusted, insulin stabilized, and cellular regeneration accelerated. Studies show that prolonged fasting strengthens immunity, reduces inflammation, and enhances mental clarity. I could feel it: focus, energy, and creativity at levels I never imagined. Emotionally and spiritually, I reached a peak. Anxiety disappeared, replaced by a profound sense of control and peace. Faith, once distant, became tangible. Every day of fasting connected me more deeply to my discipline, inner strength, and something greater than myself. My social and family life also transformed. My family, once cautious and worried, now found inspiration in my journey. Friends approached me curious and amazed at my discipline and courage. I became living proof that science, faith, and willpower can work together to transform lives profoundly and lastingly. By the end of the journey, I knew I had achieved something extraordinary. It wasn't just about losing weight. It was about complete renewal of body, mind, and spirit. Fasting became a ritual of healing, discipline, and self-discovery, uniting the power of science, proven by the 2016 Nobel Prize, with the strength of the human spirit. I had reinvented myself, and every cell of my body now carried the story of courage, faith, and transformation that autophagy had revealed. My prolonged fasting journey revealed far more than I could imagine. Every day, every cell participated in the silent process of autophagy, cleaning waste, regenerating tissues, and strengthening vital organs. What seemed like physical sacrifice became a complete renewal of body, mind, and spirit. Science confirmed what I felt intuitively. Research from Yoshinori Ohsumi, Nobel Prize 2016, shows that autophagy is essential for cellular health, prevents disease, strengthens the brain, and regulates insulin. Each day of fasting contributed to my mental clarity, focus, energy, and emotional balance. My body, learning to use its fat reserves, became efficient and resilient. Spiritually, the experience was equally transformative. Like biblical fasts, each day nurtured my faith, patience, and discipline. I learned to listen to my body and soul, respect limits, and recognize the power of conscious practice. Fasting became not just a tool for health, but a ritual of self-knowledge and spiritual connection. This journey taught me that miracles happen when science, discipline, and faith meet. It's